I'm Alexton96 or Taylor Denna, whatever you know me by, and today we have a very special guest. Please welcome Haddy the Creator! He's an awesome YouTuber who does amazing stuff, so please check out his channel after you watch this video, of course. And we did 2 videos together. So one is on his channel and one of them is this one. So just check it out in the description below. So today we are making our own Viva Piñata animals. So Viva Piñata is my favorite game, one of my absolute favorite games. So it's a game where you're a gardener and you have to attract these little piñata animals to your garden by planting flowers, or I just love everything about it. Anyway, let's get started. So for my animal, I chose the Cuttlefish. They're one of my favorite animals, and I love how they can change color and shapes. It's just shape-shifting on the fly. It's so cool. Thankfully, I got to be up and close with them at the reefs in Okinawa, Japan when I lived there. And we would see their skulls scattered along the beach, and they're actually used to feed pet birds. It helps get them their calcium. It's sort of like a styrofoam sort of feel to it. Yeah, Anyway, there aren't a lot of fish piñatas in the games, except for the one fish on Miss Petula's head in the little jar. So it was a safe bet that there weren't any designs for Cuttlefish already. The fringes on the side and the tentacles are supposed to be like colored tissue paper, the paper that's used in like making flowers and cutouts for Dia de los Muertos. So I thought it was clever. The 2 main tentacles in the very front would be the way the cuttlefish would move around the ground, just kind of pull it around as it searches for sweets. And maybe like the zigzag pattern on the face can open up into like a little mouth. It shows like its teeth and stuff. It's cute. I really wish this game was more accessible than just on the Xbox and the PC, because when we moved from Okinawa to the States, the moving company just so happened to lose our Xbox along with our games, and a few personal items like family photos and stuff, so that was bad. And Viva Piñata was one of those games. So don't use military moving services, or military hospitals. We've had bad experiences with both. Anyway, I would love to see this game as a VR game. It would be so perfect for that. The graphics! Ah! One of my favorite piñatas from the game is actually the worm, and it's the very first piñata that you get because it's the easiest one to get. But like, I would like start over the game so much that the beginning of the game became my favorite part of the game. And so, in consequence, the worms became my favorites too. So the colors for the cuttlefish were really hard to choose because 1, the cuttlefish can change colors, and 2, many of the piñata animals in the game have just a crazy and saturated color scheme, and it's very different from what I'm used to drawing. In the end, I went to a color scheme generating website to help me see what colors would look best together, and it helped a whole lot. So the names of the animals are all puns, and I wanted to be a little bit more original than Cuttlefish, like cuddling and whatever. I couldn't think of any candies that had the word cutie in it, which was surprising. So I ended up with the pun cuticle, like the little skin at the very start of your fingernails. I didn't work on things like a sour version of the cuticle. I was at first, but then I ran out of time. It's still a little bit rough, but I like how it turned out, and I'd love to make a plush of this one day. And now it's time for Haddy to create his own piñata. I'm excited to see what you would make.
Hey guys, Haddy the Creator here. I am a fellow artist here on YouTube. Thanks to Alexa, I'm here collaborating with her, and today I'm going to be drawing up a piñata. I actually worked on a game series called Piñata Hunter some years ago, and I thought my piñata drawing days were over. Looks like I was dead wrong. Alexa told me to pick out an animal to draw a piñata for, and I picked out this weird looking antelope thing. This thing looks like it's straight out of a Star Wars movie, kind of has some Watto vibes to him. Hey, I don't remember what he says. He has that whiny voice. It's a Naboo. I don't know. A funny guy. So without too much yapping, I'm going to jump over to Photoshop, do this thing digitally, and I am happy to collaborate today with Alexa. So let's do some piñata hunting, shall we? Piñatas are kind of fun to draw. They have a lot of little frilly details on these guys. It's kind of fun drawing piñatas again. It's been a while. For the most recent game, I drew probably like 25 piñatas. I don't think they all got into the game, but it was fun to draw them up. This brought back some memories for sure. So as you can see, I have this cute little thing sketched out, just doing a rough sketch of the structure and the elements, and then I'll go over on top and do my fine line art. do all the little frilly details and stuff as I go. This guy actually looks pretty cute, and it's kind of weird to think that this is based off of a real live living animal on this planet. Apparently these things are pretty endangered. And I bet you thought the elephants were the only things with trunks. These guys got 2 trunks, man. They're dual trunks. Pretty neat looking creatures. So I'm a big fan of this line art period of time. This line art phase of drawing. I know a lot of artists kind of complain about it and think it's tedious and not so fun. But for me, this is where the most creative elements come to life. Adding in all these little details. Have a lot of personality to it and playing with different line weight. Developing different dimensions. Doing some cross hatching and stuff. I don't know, it's just my zone, my element. I just love it. This guy's kind of turning out to have a bit of a cartoony flavor to him, which is good because I'm using Viva Piñata Piñatas as resources and looking them up on the other monitor, which you can't see here. I kind of stole some of his pattern design elements from the horse Pinata. And when I do the coloring on this guy, I am using the pencil brush and doing it on a new layer. That way I can use a paint bucket and change colors pretty quickly, or I can just use the hue and saturation on that layer and quickly do a few different combinations and color palettes on this. It's an easy and quick way to mock up a few different color variations and color palettes of this character. Like if I were to submit this to the game designer or something for consideration to enter it into the game. This game is pretty old, but I remember enjoying it. Making a little piñata garden. So yeah, for the first color variation, I'm going with a really bright fuchsia because I just love fuchsia. It's one of my favorites. I use it a lot on my channel. I've done all kinds of different art videos on my channel. I have a few different series that I do. One where I take my children's drawings and redraw it, usually inviting another artist or 2 or several to redraw it with me. I also have a running series on my channel where I take a cute Pokemon and I draw it as a monster, an abomination, Poke Abominations I call them. It's kind of a fun series, and I sell sticker packs of the final versions of those monsters. So here are those color variants that I mocked up, and I think he turned out pretty cute. I kinda like him. Want to give him a little hug. Send him out into the real world so he can share his candy with everyone. Well, thanks again for doing this collaboration with me, and thank you viewers for watching this Pinata video. I'll pass the mic back over to you, and I'll see you guys later.
Thank you so much, Haddy, for doing the collaboration with me. I think both of our drawings turned out really cool. And we have a second video on his channel where we did a collaboration using Star Wars characters. And go ahead and check out his video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a great day!